Welcome back for another episode. Last time we left off, we were finished talking to these guys. Let's see if we can actually see what they have here. Wonder glue, scientist scrubs, thermo fuel, a wrench. Ooh, there's one here. Duct tape, scientist scrubs, scrap electronics, sensor module. Let's talk to Dr. 8. Can you speak? Do you understand me? Did something happen with your voice module? A bad or something. Is that a yes or a no or a yes no? Are you sure you can understand me and I want some answers? Where are you? Good to meet you. Double circle at dash Weber. Can you tell me what these technologies Klein wants? It's an agitator, or you're percolating or something. Do I have big empty? Don't you get indignant, we just asking a question. Oh, easy there, wherever you are, whatever you are, brain jar thing. Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? Oh, he's scared. Alright at all, just calm down, didn't you? You're gonna pop a monitor shaft to keep that up. Wait, after listening a bit there, that's Robco Terminalink Protocol you're broadcasting, right? Well, I've hacked enough Robco terminals to know. Well, the code's got some problems, I'm not arguing that. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects and tech. Then I understand it's hard to learn a new language. That's Robert Terminal. Doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Second to violate your rights to make your voice mine. Yep. Alright, let's see what you have. I'll take these energy cells. And some microfusion cells. Now unlock your room. I want what's in there. Now see if I ever need you to blindly agree with me, you will understand. I knew it won't work on attack protocol. Still, I may need someone on my side in the debate. Don't really have a choice, and thanks for the gear. Yes. When I first tried, tell me you didn't sound jacked through my sonic emitter. Well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can you at least talk it over next time? Nothing to be worried about, it's just that it's best to keep that stuff private. Usually I can find some cram lying around. Put some duct tape around the lid. Good to go. Yeah. Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? Yeah, I understand that part already. Well, projector is kind of evident. Emitter works better. Got anything for me? Let's see. Oh. To ask you some. I'll be going now. Guess I can keep on hacking them from our energy cells. Did I loot that? Yes. Who's this?
Have you come for help? The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Animal? Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
Who are you? What do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
Damn, this guy made them? You're responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile.
Yeah, sterile my ass.
They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Contained big man, those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
They did both. I don't think they're sterile, they breed all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
I had other questions.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
Know about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
That doesn't make much sense. Wait a minute, that mean you're trapped here?
Trapped? Nonsense! We are secure here from evil philosophies. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here?
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Can you tell me about the Big Empty?
That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is Big Mountain. Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Why have you leveled this place? It's an expanse from the balcony. You've made a mess of this landscape. This crater looks like it's been tag teamed by giant fuckbots.
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
What was that? What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Never mind. We've spoken enough. Right, other questions?
Submit your questions.
Yes. Never mind.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
That was a long conversation. Ooh, what do you have here? Scentless gloves, scrubs, wonder glue. Ooh, bulk ammo, small energy cells. So I'll pick this. Fusion, stealth boy, more microfusion, scrap metal. I think that's everything over on this side. Let's go up here. Time, scientist scrubs. Pure money, coffee mug, bottle caps. Let's go to a pack of cigarettes, bottle caps. Break into here. Whose room this was? Ooh, a bunch of ammo. Camera and leather armor. Take it all. Ooh, quite a few mentats. Dr. Mobius's glasses, so I guess this was his room. Pack of cigarettes. It's just one book. More mentats, advanced radiation suit, some chems. Instead of ooh. Main computer upgrade, scientist glove mod, catalyst solution. Nice. Bottle caps. Rad-X radiation suit. I think that's everything. Which one was Mobius, I wonder? One book, yeah, that's everything, I think. Next room. Ah, it's open, must have been that guy's room. Bunch of parts. A dino toy. What do we have here? Ooh, bulk small energy cells, some turpentine. 144 Magnum rounds, and jet. Mentats. Mentats. Seems they definitely use a lot of mentats. Probably not a good thing. Gotta think that room's done. First aid kit. Anything useful here? I don't think so. Filing cabinet. Coca-Cola, bottle caps, pack of cigarettes. More cigarettes and bottle caps, and more cigarettes and bottle caps. That seems to be, ooh, I missed that. Ooh, alcohol, chems, and food. Well, atomic cocktail, don't know if that counts. Ooh, quick save and talk to Dr. Klein.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Seem like the one in charge. You are...
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
These mechanical robot scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Right. Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggression programming? I'd like to fight.
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who are the visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
What is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I've heard of this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me more about the pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
I have some questions about the brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
Yeah, I think I know why. You said before that Mobius might have my brain?
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
What is the Autodoc surgery code you mentioned, or Mobius set up the Autodoc medical routine, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know? Come on, brains can't talk. Well, most brains.
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's the Autodoc surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Those scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures? How, Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
That's all. Goodbye.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Was it Dr. O over here? No, it's 8. Can't run. Wonder why. Oh well, let's search the rest of these rooms. Yeah, I have enough. Stats. Oh my god, I just can't run in here. It's empty. Or a book. Is that it? Just one book? Lame. Oh well. Next room. Bunch of clothing and hats. Take it all. Ooh, nice. Take it all. Drained cells. Some teddy bears, sleepwear, and a hat. I'm guessing this is that chick's room. She seems so obsessed with humans. More sexy sleepwear. And one more room. Scrap electronics. More scrap electronics. Turpentine. What's in here? Ooh, drained clothing. Yeah, search that. Guess that's everything there. Oh, yeah. Keep on trying to run. Wonder glue. Mentats. Fusion cell and scrap metal. I have enough time to talk to Dr.
I
Let's
left.
find out.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Your doctor are correct? I think you mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And... Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Rob Kotek on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my pip? What, my pit boy?
How dare you bring Rob Kotek in here? What, are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Well, you don't have to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars.
Pretty much.
And him and his dirty girl bots.
Oh, God.
Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, I just want to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now. But
Who are the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. And the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Do you know? I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then. Here you breathe.
We're out of time, so I'm just gonna actually save here. Next time you come back, we'll continue our conversations with these guys. See you then.